Welcome to Cryptic Mystic Vault. Today, we plunge into the tumultuous era of Ivan the Terrible, a ruler who forever changed the course of Russian history. Born into a world of power struggles and neglect, Ivan's early life was anything but easy. His childhood was marred by the cruel realities of royal politics, setting the stage for a reign that would be both awe-inspiring and terrifying. Coming of age, Ivan seized control as the Grand Prince of Moscow. His rule began with a promise of progress, marked by sweeping reforms that challenged the status quo. He centralized power, taking firm control of the vast Russian lands. His ambition was not limited to domestic affairs. He also launched significant military campaigns to extend his realm. But Ivan's most audacious act was yet to come. As he crowned himself the first Tsar of Russia, he was simultaneously breaking the influence of the boyar nobility. This move didn't just change his title, it changed the course of Russian history, creating a new autocratic state. Ivan's swift ascent to power marked the dawn of a new era, but the true nature of his reign was yet to be unveiled. With the crown firmly on his head, Ivan IV embarked on a grand mission to expand and reform his kingdom. His ambition was fueled by a vision of a centralized Russia, independent of the influence of the boyar nobility. This led to a series of sweeping reforms that revolutionized the Russian landscape. Ivan introduced the printing press, revolutionizing the dissemination of knowledge and literature. He also spurred a construction boom, with churches sprouting across his kingdom, signaling a cultural renaissance. On the military front, Ivan was equally relentless. He launched aggressive campaigns into the Kazan and Astrakhan Khanates, extending the frontiers of his kingdom significantly. These conquests were not without their brutalities, but they did carve out a larger, more powerful Russia. However, beneath the grandeur of his military triumphs and innovative reforms, Ivan's rule was taking on a darker hue. His paranoia was growing, and with it the first stirrings of a reign marked by fear and terror. Ivan's military triumphs and reforms painted a picture of a formidable ruler, but behind the victories, darker shades of his reign were emerging. In the midst of his reign, Ivan's policies took a darker turn, forever marking his legacy. The Oprichnina, a state policy of division, was established. This policy created a stark line within Russian society, separating those loyal to Ivan from those he considered potential threats. The Oprichniki, Ivan's personal guard, were given free rein to torture and execute anyone suspected of disloyalty, instilling a pervasive atmosphere of fear and paranoia. In parallel, Ivan embarked on the long and arduous Livonian War. His ambition to secure a warm water port for Russia led to a 25-year conflict that drained the country's resources and left the military strained. Despite initial successes, Ivan's forces were ultimately pushed back, and the war ended in a stalemate. The Livonian War had a profound impact on Russia's economy and military, leaving the nation weakened and vulnerable. As Ivan's reign continued, his policies began to sow the seeds of fear and unrest among his people. Ivan the Terrible, a ruler known for his power and ruthlessness, was a complex character marked by both brilliance and brutality. This man, whose reign would forever change the course of Russian history, was as intricate as the era he ruled. Ivan's personal life was as turbulent as his political reign, marked by multiple marriages and the tragic deaths of several wives under suspicious circumstances. His character was a paradoxical blend of intelligence and savagery. He was capable of introducing groundbreaking reforms, such as the Zemsky Sober, a lawmaking system, yet he was also known for his cruelty and paranoia. This paranoia led to the creation of the Oprichniki, his personal guard unit, infamous for their torture and executions. Perhaps the most heartbreaking display of Ivan's volatile nature is the infamous incident where he killed his own son during a confrontation. This act of rage not only ended his son's life, but also spelled the end for the Rurikid dynasty's rule in Russia. The man Ivan greatly influenced the ruler he became, leading to a reign marked by both awe-inspiring reforms and terrifying policies. As the curtain fell on Ivan the Terrible's reign, Russia was left forever changed, bearing the scars and triumphs of his rule. The consequences of his reign spiraled into a period known as the Time of Troubles, marked by civil unrest and a dynastic crisis. His policies, while often ruthless, did contribute to the centralization of power and expanded Russia's territory significantly. Ivan's impact on Russian culture and the Orthodox Church was profound. He was a patron of architecture and the arts, giving rise to a rich tapestry of cultural heritage. The magnificent St. Basil's Cathedral, a symbol of Moscow, stands as a testament to his patronage. But why is Ivan labeled terrible? The Russian word Grozny provides a clue. It means awe-inspiring or terrifying. His rule was marked by both awe for his reforms and expansion, terror for his brutal policies, and the Oprichniki's reign of fear. Views on Ivan's rule in Russian history and culture vary. Some see him as a strong leader who defended Russia's interests, others as a paranoid tyrant who sowed the seeds of Russia's autocratic tradition. Ivan the Terrible, a figure of awe and fear, left behind a legacy that continues to shape Russia, a testament to the indelible mark of his reign.